we're started.
We're started?
We're started.
Started and
Here we are.
fired.
Oh, starting us out strong with some puns. I am just after recording a video.
Oh, what did you record?
A solo Turtle Guy video. It's Turtle
It's
Guy
just you
tries to play.
wanking.
No.
Oh, what do you try to play? With yourself?
No.
Sick of
I
masturbation
tried to
joke
play
video.
the Deathloop game.
You know, I downloaded that very recently.
I gave it a play. I thought it was the concept seems interesting for now.
You hate that game though.
How,
You got so mad at it for so long, I remember. Remember?
No.
For some reason you hated it. When it was coming out, you said it kept getting advertised or something.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
pissed you
no,
off.
you're actually right. Everywhere. It was always YouTube ads. It was everywhere until it wasn't.
Yeah, it felt like that game was coming out for 100 years, and then it came out and I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I got that, I think I might have talked about it in a different video. I got that PS Plus.
I don't think you did talk about.
No,
well,
I did talk about it. I talked about it in the Avengers video.
Oh, you talked. Yeah, you talked about it in the Avengers video. The last time on Turtle Talks. The last time you were on.
Last time on Turtle Talks.
The only reason I'm queuing it like this is because the last time you were on, I listened to the episode you were on. You ordered food.
Oh, well, yeah, that. So we started recording that video at 6:30.
Yeah.
And I didn't get my food until 8:30. And I just want to be clear, I don't live in Manhattan, okay? We live in a very small town. I mean, to call it a town is generous. It's a fucking road.
Like my food came, and
Yeah,
like we practically live on the same road.
Yeah, we're literally like 2 minutes away, like a minute away by car.
Yeah, maybe like what, 5 minute, 10 minute walk.
5 minute walk if you're. It's 10 minutes if you're being a slowpoke, which I know you are. But anyway, the point is, I rang the restaurant then. Restaurant is generous. But no, I rang the place and I was like, "Oh, where the fuck's my food?" I obviously didn't say that. I'm not a rude motherfucker.
No.
But I said,
"Hey,
where's the grub hub or whatever?"
And ding dong, ding dong dong.
But anyway, so I was like, "Where's my food?" And they were like, "Oh, it's leaving the restaurant now." Like, it was not fucking leaving unless I rang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have, if I hadn't called for another 3 hours, it still wouldn't have left. Like, there's no way that I just happened to ring just as it was leaving.
I guess you could say it was in customs.
Well, is this a segue? Is this a... What's this?
Yeah,
what is this?
The kind of business I got my package from customs that we mentioned on the last one. Yeah.
Oh, well, you ordered a pack. We've kind of collectively ordered a package together. Well, you ordered. You did all the ordering.
We co-ordered.
I have stakes in the matter now.
You have stakes. So, you got. I
shouldn't let you ordered it because you have the worst fucking luck when it comes to shit. So you ordered.
I ordered a bunch of custom Lego stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordered you. Yeah, I ordered you a Homelander.
Which I think I might have even mentioned on another thing I wanted.
I think but you wanted like the. Well, I will say the one because the one I currently have in front of me is from Firestar Toys, but it's like 20 quid. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it comes.
Mine could end up just being a picture of it. We just don't know.
Well. Yeah, I got it from AliExpress, which is basically Wish, but like I've seen a bunch of videos on it. It could take a hot minute to come.
I'm gonna say it, unless I'm in Clownland by the time it comes. I'm gonna put this is a Turtle Talks exclusive. We're gonna be making a video on it, and I'm saying that now because I don't care. I'm putting it there, so we have to do it. Well, like, I've trapped it in a box and I've shook the box up and I've filled it with hornets.
Oh no! I do want to do
this box.
I do want to do a video on at least a Homelander and maybe a few others. I guess I will do I'll give you the full rundown. I think I told you.
Oh yeah, let's do the list. Well, you did. You told me, but this is you haven't told me.
Yeah. So the main reason why I ordered all these is because I wanted. There's a Doctor Strange, but it comes with that really cool.
With a portal, you're saying?
With a portal, but it's like an actual plastic piece. Yeah. And I think his cape, you can also put more arms onto it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's all custom and stuff. So we got a Doctor Strange with arms. We got a Wasp, because I'll be fucked if I'm getting the official Lego one. It looks like ass. This one has like a custom helmet.
Oh, hell yeah.
A Captain Marvel, again, because I don't want to get the official one. and I had a whole lineup, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a Captain Marvel. Caecilius, that bad guy from Doctor Strange, because I'm like, I got the Sanctum.
Glad you told me, because I had no idea what the fuck. When you first told me that list, you said that collection of syllables, and I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Did you sneeze? Should I say bless you? You said Caecilius, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Yeah, Caecilius, played by Mads Mikkelsen.
Such a waste of an actor that he was in that movie, man.
That man has been
great actor.
He signed up to Star Wars. Oh yeah, you're gonna be.
He should have. Oh, he was in Star Wars.
He was Jyn Erso's.
He should have been Thrawn.
From Rogue One.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh,
that movie stinks.
Sequel to Andor.
Oh yeah, that show that's out.
That show that's coming out. I watched a little bit of it. I'm not gonna it's not something I'm gonna watch every week. I'll get to, I haven't even finished the first episode, but there's parts in it I'm like, I get the appeal, I think.
You think? Well, 'cause they say the word shit.
Oh yeah. But I can it's a different Star Wars story. It's not like Boba Fett where it's like, oh hey, it's me buddy, the Sarlacc.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you remember this? I remember this. But
me, Boba Fett.
I'm still probably not going to watch it, I won't lie.
What, Boba Fett?
Oh, I'm definitely not watching Boba Fett, but Andor as well, I'm not going to lie.
Well, yeah, because...
I've been loving life because I don't watch everything anymore. It's such a freeing thing. I just watch things as I please.
What are you watching currently?
I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm season 4 Breaking Bad, and then I'm going to get back to Superman and Lois. That's my plan of action.
That's your current plan of action? There's nothing else on that plan of action? I'll sneak in the
odd thing here and there. Like, I watched, fucking...
Nope.
Harley Quinn. I haven't seen the 3rd season of Harley Quinn yet. Oh, I watched Nope last night. Yeah, that was a good movie. I enjoyed it. There's some spooky parts. There's a part with the chimp that really freaked me out. Like, it was genuinely very uncomfortable to watch.
Which is strange, because you're always pimp chimping.
I'm pimp chimping. This chimp was not pimping, though.
Not chimp, not pimp chimping.
No, there was no pimp with this chimp. This chimp was being a little gimp, if you ask me.
I'm gonna predict murderous chimp.
Yeah, basically, minor spoiler here. I won't get into the specifics of it, but a chimp kind of just snaps and loses its fucking mind and murders 2 people, heavily disfigures another one, and then fist bumps a third.
Fist bumps?
Yeah, like in a polite way, and then gets shot in the fucking head. So remember when I said I wasn't going to spoil it? That's basically everything that happens in the scene.
Spoil it.
The scene,
I mean, it's been out for a month.
I hope you don't mind. It's been out for a while. I hope you don't mind I'm spoiling it. But
no,
the scene basically is this chimp was on like a sitcom kind of show, and one day it just kind of snapped, and they never show explicitly what it did, so it cuts then from, you hear basically a balloon pop, and that's supposed to be what sets the chimp off, and then the chimp, then it cuts however long later, the audience has cleared out. There's a woman lying dead on the floor, but she's blocked by the couch mostly. You just see her feet, and the chimp's kind of standing over her with blood on her. And then it kind of walks away, and then you hear the woman kind of groan, and it goes back and just starts slamming on the woman again. But again, you don't see it. And then the other guy comes in, and he's like, "Yo, Gordy," that's what the chimp's called. Fucking no, we're pals, remember? And the chimp fucking chases him and cuts him off and starts pummeling his head in. But again, it's behind a door, so you don't really see it. And because it's all implied, and there's no music or anything the whole time, it's fucking so disturbing. I thought it was really well done. It really made me uncomfortable in a good way to watch. And then there's a little kid who's watching the whole thing, who's Steven Yeun. I think I'm pronouncing his name. That's how I always pronounce it. I could be wrong.
Steven Yeun.
But it's his character in flashback.
Yeah.
Who's hiding.
And the chimp just goes like, "Hey, you're Steven Yeun. I ain't gonna harm you."
Well, literally, because so they were little buddies, and they fist bumped on the show that was being recorded when the chimp snapped, and the chimp spots him, and you're like, oh shit, even though you know he's alive because Steven Yeun in the future plays him, but you're like, what is going to happen here? And the chimp slowly puts its arm in to fist bump him under the table, and then it gets shot in the head.
Oh no.
It's so fucking, that scene alone as a short, because it doesn't really connect to the rest of the movie, it does kind of thematically or whatever, but in terms of the actual plot, It doesn't directly connect to the rest of the story. So that alone, as like a short film, that scene is fucking so good and so scary. I thought I really.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Stephen Yeun's character is part of two of the scariest scenes in the whole movie. Which me and Cyber were talking about this today. The second scene is when I'll just say it's the abduction scene, and there's something about it where it's like so claustrophobic and there's just screaming constantly, and it's so chilling. Sure. I really enjoyed it though.
So what I didn't like here
Us, but I really liked Get Out. And
you don't like Us?
Good. I don't like Us. No.
Well, wait, is Us the one? Because I know there was a while you went to the cinema like nearly every week back when you were in college.
That was a great time when I had no responsibility and more money. Well, I actually have more money now, but I just have more responsibilities with my money now, which is not fun.
Yeah, you gotta save up and shit. You can't. Yeah, well, don't worry. I mean, listen, I've saved the date on my imaginary turtle guy calendar. We're gonna go see Black Adam together as a couple.
Yeah. That's another video potential.
Well, you just.
Listen. All right, let me lay it out for you. What about this? A drive to Black Adam. We do our predictions, then we just watch the movie transition. The hierarchy of power shifts, and then we're on the way back.
Guys again.
Then we talk about what we thought.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just suggesting all these videos on recording so that we might.
So you can. I mean, see, the problem with that, I'd love to do like a vlog style thing where it's just me and you in the car and we like film
That's what I'm thinking.
But you see, then Cyber's in the video, and then we have to blur shit out. You do know Cyber listens to these.
Yeah, and you do know that we throw him under the bus every episode, so this is that part of the video.
You know what? I say we throw him in the boot. We bring him. Yeah. We just don't.
Yeah, we could also just make him drive and then we sit in the back seat.
Yeah. Or we could do an audio version of it.
We could do that.
Yeah. But then it doesn't have the same appeal, though.
No, I think there's something about us, because what if I want to do an impression of The Rock's eyebrows? Like, how am I supposed to do that in audio? Just imply it? It's about the implication.
It's about the implication. Oh, God. Yes, it is.
Hey, speaking of weird things...
Oh, God.
I saw a penis today. Now?
Oh, yes, you did!
That's the whole reason we're recording this.
I'm not putting that in the thumbnail. So far, I
was kind of hoping the thumbnail would be you standing on a desk with a blurred out crotch area and me like averting my eyes. But I don't know what it would be now. It could be you know what would be good is if there's a chimp in the middle of us covered in blood, and then we're just wearing little party hats on either side of him. We're looking uncomfortable. That'd be fun. A bloody chimp in the middle.
You know what? Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to
draw a chimp. You draw me, and you can't draw a chimp.
It's got too many lines.
Nah, it's a cartoon chimp. I'm not asking for realism here. I'm asking for the implication of realism.
Okay, so before you get into your penis story, I will say, because I always, maybe I'll bring it up later. I think I brought it up in one of the, I don't know if I brought it up in, I know I mentioned it to someone recently. My famous allegory of chimps are dangerous as fuck. Who would you rather fight? 1 silverback gorilla or 4 chimps?
Oh, I'd rather fight 4 silverback gorillas than 1 chimp. Are you joking me? Chimps are fucking terrifying. Chimps and hippos are the most terrifying animals in the animal kingdom.
Like, you see monkeys in cartoons and you're like, oh wow, do you ever watch My Gym Partner as a monkey? If that was in real life, that kid would be fucking dead.
Well, if it's a monkey, he might be okay.
Okay, fine. Look.
But chimps are... Yeah, silverback gorilla, at least that'll just fucking, like, probably... See, silverback gorillas are more about scaring you away. A chimp will just tear your scalp off your head for fun. They rip each other's testicles off. Chimps are not...
What the fuck? Well, speaking of testicles...
Speaking of genitals... Yeah, so what happened was, right, I was in work today, and I had to go to the bathroom. No, I didn't even have to go to the bathroom. This is the worst part.
No.
I could have avoided all this if I just decided to go to a canteen instead of the toilet, but the toilet was closer, and I wanted to rinse out my coffee cup. So I just went in, coffee cup in hand, and just walked into like an open restroom. And as soon as you walk in, the sinks are directly next to you, and you have to go left to go into like the stalls and the urinals and stuff. And just right next to the sinks and a bin was a man. From the waist up, he was clothed in a red and black hoodie of some kind. From the waist down, absolutely nothing. No shoes, no socks, no underwear, no jeans, no trousers, nothing. Just penis swinging. And you know what he said to me, Mr. Tour Guy? Well,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know.
He said, "All right, buddy." Now, as far as I'm concerned, if I've seen a man's cock before I've seen his face, we're not buddies.
It's like that John Mulaney joke. Anyone who's met my parents and seen
my dick has to die. So that guy might be gunning for me if I ever meet him.
He could be gunning for you.
He could be here now.
He could be.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the O?
I don't know. But yeah, I was just.
How bizarre.
It was just, but like, how do you react to this? Like, to me, I was kind of lucky in a way that I.
So did you rinse out your coffee mug?
Oh, this is it. Like, I was kind of. Yeah, the coffee was out of the cup, and I just quickly rinsed and ran. But then
what I find also ironic, sorry to cut you off, is you're both doing well, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but you're both doing two things that don't. You're pouring coffee down the sink, and he's. I'd rather not know what he's doing.
I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing and why he needed to do it there, but he did it. But the thing, yeah. So this is it. Yeah. So I threw the coffee in. That's what I was gonna say. I'm lucky in a way because I was only throwing away my coffee, I could quickly make an escape.
Yeah.
If I had gone into
you weren't
piss,
washing your hands.
Yeah. If I had gone into piss, I'd have been stuck there.
Did you go into the bathroom?
Can I just say, for the first week of my time at this job, I was using the women's toilets accidentally. But at least then I had no risk of seeing other men's peens and such. Like, the thing is, you go into a bathroom and you use a urinal, you might catch a glimpse of some cock.
Yeah, but like...
But that's expected. What I don't expect is a man to be just flaunting it by the sinks. And, like, trousers weren't even just down. They were off. And I couldn't see them. I don't know where they were. And he was next to a bin. I'm worried he might have shit his pants. But his reaction was so calm. He just was like...
So he was just Winnie the Pooh in it.
Oh my god. That is precisely what he was doing. That is precisely what he was doing, yeah. Winnie the Pooh.
Well, you mentioned this to several other people. Is there any other reaction? The rest of the group that we know, Cyber and Hoover, were just in the same amount of...
speechless. He had nothing to say.
He was like, what? And he was like, wait. And then he just didn't have
anything. He felt like he had a million questions and asked none of them.
I can say with confidence that I've asked my questions.
Yeah, well, I can say with confidence I have no answers for them. So...
Was there any other wild people who's like, oh, if I saw that? No?
Well, if one person told me I probably should have just stuck to using the women's bathrooms. I said, yeah, probably.
Again, we've also gathered he probably doesn't work there.
Well, I fucking hope not. Someone told me I should just probably report him. I was like, where do I even begin? I don't know what he looked like.
You kind of don't have a face.
No, I've got a head.
Well, see, the other thing is, you don't know what he looks like, but I bet if you ever saw him again, you'd know.
No, maybe I'd be like, I recognize that bulge. I know what's under there. I know what kind of shit you're packing downstairs.
But like the other thing I'm so curious about, is he still in that? Like, how the fuck do you walk up? Well, no, how the fuck do you walk?
So I went to the bathroom later, and this is about 2 hours later, and he was gone. There was no sign of him, no pants on the ground.
No pants.
So he was gone.
So eventually. He must have had the pants somewhere.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe he ran. I should have checked the bin.
Should have checked the bin. But no, you gotta. What the fuck? This is so mind-boggling because
it raises so many questions, and there's no way you can answer any of them.
It's one of life's little fuck you mysteries.
Yeah, it's truly is the Bermuda Triangle of penis encounters. The Bermuda crotch.
You see some fucking shows like Unsolved Mysteries or like fucking Aliens.
This is one for BuzzFeed Unsolved. What happened to the mystery penis man?
The penis man.
The flasher of the bathroom.
Is it even well, no, it is a crime because you're doing it in a public bathroom. Never mind.
Well, I think it's a bit of a grey area.
Well, no, because if you're doing it in a shower,
people get their cocks out in bathrooms all the time.
Yeah,
the problem is when they're not doing it for any particular reason. It seems. He's just
it.
He had his asshole out.
Yeah, because he was just. It's such an awkward.
No one should ever stand up with their ass out.
Yeah, it's always. I think it was. I've seen it on a bunch of shows, but like some people when they go to a urinal instead of the usual, they just drop.
It's not only that. It's not only that, like, it's not even that he did that. He had nothing on. He had no shoes on. Do you know what makes me so... Bathrooms are public bathrooms are like... It's like
maybe he was a student of the Barefoot Bandit.
Oh, there's Barefoot Bandit, and then there's Bare Bollock Bandit over here. That's what he was. He was fucking just flaunting it for everyone. The Bare Ball Bandit.
Bare Ball Bandit.
I don't want to see him. But yeah, so that was my experience there. And... I don't even know like this. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. What do I say?
It's one of those weird things, though.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
It's just like I feel like anything involving the bathroom just becomes one of those like taboo kind of things.
One time, a friend of mine sent me a picture. He went to the bathroom. This was in school, and he just sent me a picture, and it was just. The urine or the stall door was closed. There was just a belt hanging over the door. And you said, "What the fuck is going on in here? Why is this man taking his whole belt off?" Actually, weird timing on this. I'm not going to name any names. I ain't no snitch, but a friend of mine was in college, and he was out yesterday. Like it was his first. Like they moved back up, and he was out yesterday, and he was sending us videos of his college friend just fully naked sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and like that's weird enough as is to be receiving those videos. The weirder part was then when you got to like the next lot of videos, he was like standing over his shoulder and we could just flat out see his cock and balls in the video. Why are you sending me this? First of all, why are you in this situation in the first place? That's weird. Like to me, if I was taking a shit, first of all, I'd be fully clothed. Second of all, I'd lock the door. And if those security measures fail, the last thing I want is someone over my shoulder. Alright? Poo time is me time.
Naked it's true. You are a man famous for his poops.
Let's talk about that, shall we? I shit.
Yeah.
Like, I did a fart. I've done 3 farts since we started this.
All
of them have stank. Like, horrendously stank. I pity anyone who has to marry me because they will just smell arsehole for the rest of their lives. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just a big poo man, and I often send updates on the poo. You know what I never do? I never send pictures of the poo.
Yeah, because that's obscene.
Some people are poo pic people. You know what? I never send pictures. Well, I have sent pictures of me taking shits, but it's usually been like a funny angle. Like that time, remember my old apartment had a mirror that was like right beside the toilet.
It was so poorly placed.
So I actually so this apartment was an apartment of 5, and it was 3 guys and 2 girls, and so obviously we split the bathrooms like by gender. But the girls' one was worse, where there's a mirror so like the toilet is literally facing a mirror.
Yeah.
Just at all times, like you're just taking a shit and you're watching yourself do it.
It's so weird. Strange.
No one wants to make eye contact with themselves as they shit.
Is that the partner? Or not partner. Is that the toilet of which a former friend
got trapped in? Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah,
a former friend. Yeah, he got trapped in. Of yours. What a shithole of an apartment. Have I ever talked about this apartment? I don't think. Well, obviously to you, but I mean, this shithole of an apartment. Let's talk about it.
So we've moved on from toilet to
I don't know what the theme of this is. This might be the gross out episode.
Maybe. If you've managed it this far. Well, I don't think... okay, maybe we're on to Better Horizons.
I'm just curious to see what you're going to draw for the thumbnail is. But...
so am I.
Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. This is so rude. I'm sorry. But, this apartment, right, we moved in.
How many apartments were you in? 2? It was 2.
I was in 2 separate apartments. Both of them I didn't enjoy for different reasons.
Oh, okay.
That's not important. The first one I didn't like because of the apartment itself. before I'd even moved into the apartment, I was actually on holiday the week a lot of other people moved up. So I was a week later moving up in their room. But everyone was sending me videos of the apartment. My door had no doorknob. It had no bed.
Was I in this apartment?
Yeah, you didn't live with me, but yeah, you were in the
apartment. Yeah, I visited.
It's a shithole. My bed eventually arrived. It had stains on the mattress.
Oh.
It there was like stains in the carpet and stuff like that. Sorry, there was dust on my table. And then we had 2 couches, but these couches were like, I'd say they were from 1996. They were kind of a green, canvasy material. No, not canvasy. It'd be more like kind of a...
Did I sleep on that couch or no?
Oh, you didn't sleep on this couch because we upgraded.
Oh, okay.
These are, like, we had these couches for maybe 2 weeks, but they had cigarettes in them, food in them, joints. So much was in these couches of just like stuff. I sat on it once and I was like, I had 3 showers. I was like, this is the most disgusting. Like, we didn't sit on the couches. Eventually we got rid of them.
Yeah.
And we got these nice leather couches. And then one of them was broken. It was supposed to be a recliner. It didn't work. We had to always flip up the couch to try and fix it. It never worked.
Yeah, that's the couch I remember.
Yeah, the leather one.
Same party in which person got stuck in the bathroom. I slept on the couch. It was a lovely sleep I had. I woke up...
Until I put my balls in your forehead.
You didn't put... No. Well, I hope it's not. I woke up and there was like a first year at the time, or whoever... Maybe it was the first year, or maybe it was someone in the same year as me. I woke up and they were just right next to me, of which they were not there when I fell asleep.
You didn't know who it was? That is scary.
Well, no, it wasn't like, I don't know who you are, because I knew who he was, but I never talked to him. I think I just said, like, good morning to him.
Good morning.
Or someone came in and was like, oh, good morning.
But, 2 weeks after we get our couch, well, I don't know how long it was, but we finally got our new couch and we're like, cool. Then it was like coming into winter, like it was like October, but it got really cold. I remember. So one time we were like, "Fuck it, let's whack the rad on. We pay for heating, might as well fucking use it." It went on fire.
Yeah, I remember seeing video footage of this.
We're just sitting there, and we're like, that doesn't smell right. But maybe, like, I think someone was like, "Oh, maybe it's just heating up," you know. Hasn't been used, you know, in like 3 months. Maybe this is just getting the dust
the
out
smell
of it,
of the cobwebs burning.
Yeah, that's what we thought. It was something like that, like burning dust or something from the heat. And then it just went up in flames, and we were like Sims, like grabbing our heads and being like, "What do we do?" I ran. So we had friends in the neighboring apartment. I ran to that apartment. I was like, "Oh yeah, our radiator's on fire. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do about it?" Well, actually, it's a good thing I did say to them, because we grabbed our fire extinguisher off the wall. First of all, my friend was about to throw fucking water on her next fire because she's a fucking idiot. So glad that didn't happen. But we grabbed the fucking fire extinguisher empty. The one in our apartment was empty. The fucking fire extinguisher was empty. We had to grab the one out of the hall. You know, put that out. Dealt with that. Turned out the previous tenant, had shoved a picture frame into the fucking radiator. Don't ask me how, but they had, and that's what went up. So like, fine, alright, we dealt with that. What happened next? I was cooking one time.
Okay.
And the oven just blew up.
Again, I think I also remembered
that. Frying something,
I know.
And next thing I just hear, like a big fucking pop and a white light, and I was like, fucking Jesus Christ, what was that? Turned out it just popped. Something just popped behind it.
Well,
shithole of an apartment.
The time I visited, I remember seeing a bunch of stolen traffic cones.
Oh yeah, well that wasn't me. I just want to say, put that out there. That was the 2 girls I lived with. They were fucking nuts. They would just do shit like that. They just steal and...
Well, okay.
Criminals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember I stayed over in your apartment 3 times. Count them 3. Once...
Okay, I didn't even know that.
No.
I don't remember you staying in my apartment, I'll be honest. To be fair, most of the time you stayed in my apartment, I was probably drinking.
I think most of the time you're probably drinking, and I think... Well, okay, I'm trying... Because one's kind of hazy for me, anyway.
Were you drinking?
No, I think it was because I was probably so sleep deprived or something.
Yeah.
So the first time I ever went was we went to see the movie Joker.
It's funny, actually. Can I just interrupt you just to talk about the movie Joker? Whatever about the movie Joker. But I remember when my apartment was fucking burning. I text my family and was like, "Oh yeah, my apartment like went on fire." My sister was like, "Yeah, cool. Did you watch Joker yet? Because I just didn't really get it, and I was hoping you could maybe." I was like, "What? My apartment was on fire, woman. Why are you talking about Joker to me right now? I'm about to become the Joker with this fucking conversation.
Big fan.
You're about to turn me into the Joker."
I don't remember anything.
Continue.
Yeah, I think
well,
the
I
Joker
didn't watch
one
Joker
was...
that time. I just went to the pub and met everyone.
Yeah, you met us afterwards. Yeah, because it was like
this is
a
your
big...
favorite story to tell about one person in particular. I love all these vagaries we do for all the stories we tell where we
there was a
we
person...
don't say names, but there was someone...
Yeah, well, I can't even, like, there was a person in my course, and they came, so it was a big society thing. They came to see the... No. They went to see the film, and then afterwards it was, you go to see the film, and then you go to a pub afterwards. So I got the bus to the cinema, and then I got a bus to the pub, so to see you, and then you would whisk me away back to your apartment, and I would sleep, and I would go to college the next day. But of course, there was too many people there, and
yeah, so I brought you back to my room, and we boned. This is not. None of this is true, but I wish it was.
Well, who's to say? Yeah? Anyway, so long story short, the person from my course that went. Two people from my course went. One guy that left and transferred into your course, but a different year.
I don't know who that is.
I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah, like we came out of the film, and I was like, "Oh, what do you think of the film?" And he was going to come to the pub with us afterwards. He's like, "Oh, that movie just really affected me. Now I think I'm gonna go home instead."
And his name was Bruce Wayne. You fucking
like, yeah, nowadays I'm like, okay, like, Joker is not that fucking, like, of mind-breaking of film. I think it is greatly overhyped.
Oh, it's like one of the most overrated movies ever made, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah. Especially with all the
people were talking about it as my house burned down, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That's how overrated that shit is.
Quick condensed version of the story. I'm desperately trying to just waffle out.
We were talking about.
Person brought chips into the pub,
as the Americans say.
Yeah, and fucking, they went to go get chips, and they just brought them in, and just like they were with other people. There was a big crowd of us, and then they were like just gobbling away on the chips. Eos meos. And I'm not going to go too into detail about this, but this is like...
We killed them. We brought them out back and we shanked them to death.
No. But, like, several times when we've had, like, stuff in... Like, we've been doing big projects, time-sensitive projects, we were putting on shows and stuff, they would vanish for half an hour. Oh yeah, I went to this place to get food. Which is a good half-hour walk away. Not only is it a half-an-hour walk away to get the food, it's a half an hour, like, the food's gonna take half an hour to cook.
So you're losing an hour of this person and their valuable commitment to the cause.
And then a half an hour for them to walk back. Yeah, it was what? I think that was a tech rehearsal, and infamously, tech rehearsals do not go well. In the world of plays, anyway.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a playwright.
You're not a playwright. You're not a play nothing. Anyway, quickly skimming through the David apartment stories. Again, I was at your apartment 3 times. Once for Joker, once for the Christmas party, and then the last time I was ever there was for the movie The Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, The Lighthouse. Yeah.
We went to see that.
Up and do a presentation.
Yeah, you had to get up, so I think either we went to bed early or I slept on the couch.
I actually don't remember. See, I don't remember you I don't remember most of that. I blocked most of that out.
No. What I remember most fondly, and screw it, I'm bringing it up. What I remember better than going to your apartment was what we like to call, I think we've mentioned them, weekly Lost updates.
Oh, I think we might have mentioned these, yeah.
I don't know, maybe for like 3 weeks they were weekly, and then it just kind of turned into bi-weekly, monthly Lost updates.
Yeah, we did. It was weird. Like, sometimes you just call me just to find out what was going on Lost.
Yeah, I did. They were great. Some of them were great.
Some of them. Not all of them?
No, because sometimes you'd have no Lost to talk about, so we'd just rant about shit.
Sometimes as well, it would have been so long since the last time we'd spoken that it was, I was going for like 40 fucking minutes trying to describe Lost.
The whole drive.
So to be clear, this man has never watched Lost.
No.
He just wanted to hear me talk about me watching Lost.
I think you did it once, and I was so captivated. I was like,
I kept doing the voices. It's like entertaining a child.
It really is.
It's like that Key and Peele sketch where he's like, "You are a child. You have the brain of a child."
It's true, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to just do the voices and stuff like that, and he loved it. And I would just describe the plot of Lost, and I'd be doing like a Desmond voice.
Come on, you wanna give some for the viewers or no?
No. But someone on the phones might. Hello? Who's this? Oh, he's Desmond. I've seen another life, brother. I love you, Penny. And etc. until the end of time.
Yeah. You all, everybody.
Oh yeah, and then there was Charlie, of course, yeah, Charlie. And then it was Claire and her Claire, my baby. That's how she was the Australian with a baby, and she's like, "Oh, Charlie, my baby." And then Charlie was like, "Don't worry, Claire. You all, everybody." And then that was Charlie.
I'm going to do some drugs.
Who else did I do? Probably some real racist ones. I hope I never did gin. Did I ever do gin?
No, I think not. You did. You didn't do it, but anytime you'd say Mr. Echo.
Mr. Echo. Yeah, so I wouldn't do the voice, but Mr. Echo, I would say it like that.
Yeah. So David's
Jack
already
was always
getting...
like, my father. I hate the way Jack says father in Lost. My father. Shut up, Jack. You fucking idiot. And then Sawyer is there, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm Sawyer," and I'm fucking... Yeah, that one... It's weird that I did Saeed. That one was definitely touch and go. Like, that was probably a dodgy one. Maybe I won't do that one on the channel.
Maybe not.
I won't do the Iraq guy on the channel. Saeed Jada. But anyway, yeah, we used to, yeah. So he used to just get me to recount the plot of whatever I'd watched on Lost that week.
Yeah.
The past 2 weeks.
It's so true.
And yeah, I would, and it was I'd do the voices, and he enjoyed it.
Yeah,
he was a fan.
Yeah, because I don't think we ever had the reverse effect. I've never had to explain anything to you overly funny.
No, because it's mostly because you don't watch things that interest me.
Well, I watched The Sandman, and that was fun.
Yeah, but I'm gonna actually watch that. You're not gonna watch Lost because you're a little baby boy. And then Cyber would text in, and he would talk about his fucking Fear the Walking Dead updates. And let's be honest here, guys, that show is probably poo. Probably not fair. I haven't watched it, but I fucking hate the Walking Dead show. I like the comic, and I liked some of the show, but the show got so boring. And Fear the Walking Dead, he goes like, "Oh, it's good now," and I was like, we were like, "Oh, how far in are you?" And he's like, "Oh, 5 seasons." I'm not watching 5 seasons of television for what? Just watch something that's good for most.
But the other thing is,
which is like a lot of TV shows are just good from most of the show. Like, not everything's perfect the whole way through.
The other thing
you can watch something where like 90% of the show is good. I'm not gonna watch something where I have to watch 90% of the shit just to get the fucking good stuff. At that point, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
And then he texts. Again, this is probably the only time we'll throw Cyber on the bus. Again,
I threw him on the bus earlier. I can't remember.
Well, we put him in the boot. It's fine. He's fine.
You
put him in the boot. That's all right. But remember when he said, "Oh yeah, I've skipped a couple episodes."
Yeah, and he's like, "But then this guy died, and I wish that I knew what." Like, fucking watch the episode.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm not one for skipping episodes.
Yeah, but I feel like like at that point, if you're not enjoying something and you want to try and skip it, just fucking stop watching it. Like if it's really bad that you're skipping multiple episodes, just don't
I think the only thing for skipping episodes in my book that is like okay, skipping like sitcoms like Friends.
Those are kind of shows like I'll just stick on an episode of like when I watched Always Sunny, I watched it all the way through. start to finish. But since then, if I ever want to just watch an episode, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like be like, oh well, I can't watch season 4, episode 12 because I haven't watched season 4, episode 11. So
Yeah.
I better watch season 4, episode 11.
Like, yeah, no. even The Simpsons. I wish they.
Oh, Simpsons is well, because Simpsons was always doing like double bills of the most random fucking episodes.
Yeah, you'd have like an old episode that's really good, and then you'd have like a new one that's not so good.
Followed by the worst episode of television you've ever watched in your life.
Yeah, or you'd have one. You'd have one where it was like this really emotional episode. Like there are some damn emotional episodes.
Oh, the one with his mom is...
The one with his mom's a big one. The one I sent you a picture of it a while ago. The Maggie one.
Oh, do it for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me the version that had been edited to be Brendan Fraser, though.
Yeah,
Have we talked about how much we like Brendan Fraser on this before?
I don't think so, but yeah, we should.
We're big fans of Brendan over here at Total Incorporated.
We didn't do a watch along, but we did a commentary track. Me and you, we watched Looney Tunes Back in Action.
We did.
As a collective.
We didn't record it, but we watched it together.
It was a good time.
I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Because I did a big Brendan Fraser-a-thon last summer, and I watched a bunch of his movies back to back.
Because then you got before Back in Action, you got me to watch Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past, yeah. I was a fan of Blast from the Past. I like it. I like him though. I just think he's he's good in things. Like, I think he's a really good actor.
Like I was saying, it's so strange how the media is like, oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, that's because motherfuckers haven't been watching Doom Patrol.
Yeah. First of all, watch Doom Patrol, you fuckers. 4th season coming in December.
Yeah.
They announced some cool stuff for that, and I'm like, ooh.
I saw something, and I can't remember what it was. I did see something, though.
You saw... Well, as long as you saw something. I must actually get back to it.
Yeah.
Was it a character?
It was a character the cast. I don't know. It's probably not.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was. It was the character from like the newer run of Doom Patrol that was like Danny the Street turns into a real person from a comic book or something like that.
It's a version of that. I'm not going to give away what
I don't know the
exactly
specifics
happened.
of it, but I just know that is the plot in the comic. But anyway, that's not important.
That's not important. Yeah, we watched the whole first season of Doom Patrol. I can gladly say we did that as a collective. We may not do the rest of the show
I think we should just do that bit in Fast and Furious where they all drive their own way.
Yeah, which is disappointing in my end, because Cyber will probably never watch Doom Patrol again.
Yeah, you know I will.
I know you will.
If I'm unshackled.
Because Cyber... Because I knew you'd watch Sandman eventually, of which you're going to. But
I will.
Cyber...
I'm kind of... I'm not stuck on Breaking Bad, but I just haven't been watching it much.
I don't know, Breaking Bad... I'd sooner watch Better Call Saul than I would Breaking Bad.
The only reason I'm watching Breaking Bad is because I want to watch Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I find Breaking Bad, and I know this is the point, so if anyone's trying to comment here that I don't get it, I get it. I just don't like Walter White, though. He's very unlikable. I know he's supposed to be. I know that's the point, but it's fucking hard to watch sometimes, because I'm like, I don't like you, motherfucker. Alright? I know this is the point. It's supposed to be like, oh, this is toxic masculinity. Yeah, whatever. But I fucking don't like him, though. It doesn't mean I have to like him. Like, I get it. I'm not supposed to like him. But fuck me. It's difficult to watch. Anyway, the point is, it's still really, really well made. And it's super well written.
You'd sooner flick on an episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I feel like I don't want to come across... I fucking really like Breaking Bad. It's really well made. It's so well written, and everyone is so good in it. But it's just because his actions piss me off. Everything he does, I'm like, why are you doing this? But I know that's the point, so it's kind of like hard to criticize, because somebody's like, yeah, that's the idea. And I'm like, I know it's the idea, but it doesn't... I don't know. It's hard to describe. Just because something's the point doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jesse is better anyway. And the kid named Finger, what a great character.
Wait, there actually is a kid named Finger?
No. So the whole that's a guy, that's Mike from Breaking Bad, but it's such a...
No, because I knew he was Mike, but I was like, I thought the kid named Finger was a bit...
Yeah, no, it's based on a weird fucking meme. I don't know, it's strange. But anyway, Breaking Bad's really good, but I want to finish it now. I'm so close to the end, I want to finish it now so I can kind of get back to other shows I've been wanting to watch. You know? Such as Doom Patrol.
Yes.
And Cyber, I'm saying it now, this is where you're going to find out I'm watching it without you. So, you know.
More power to you.
Well, you do it too, because I know you're behind on the patrol.
I
know you don't want to be. I know you want to catch up. Fucking do it. I give you permission.
I have permission. That's all I needed. There was something else I was going to say. Well, the next Cyber, if you're listening to this, we're forcing your hand.
Hate you.
Well, yes, but we also Sandman.
No, we don't hate you. We don't hate you, please.
We want to do Sandman.
Yeah. I want to do Sandman. I'm still trapped in hell.
You're still trapped in hell.
Yeah, I need to get out of hell. But yeah.
Because I think the hell episode is quite good, actually.
Yeah, well, you need to go there to get me.
Yeah, well, exactly. We need to scoop you up out of hell.
Yeah, you need to scoop me up like a piece of ice cream. Hey, Target, are you reading anything?
Am I reading anything? I am actually reading...
What are you consuming at the moment?
I'm reading a play.
Oh, what
play? The Pillow Man.
The Pillow Man?
Mm.
Isn't that the guy with no arms, no legs? He can roll a cigarette with his mouth?
No.
I ask that knowing that the answer is yes, there is a Pillow Man who has no arms, no legs, and he can roll a cigarette with his mouth.
Maybe he can, but I'm reading The Pillow Man.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I know
I'm reading The Pillow Man by Martin McDonagh.
Famous. Why is that name familiar?
He directed some movies.
What did he direct?
Buffering. That film
You're like that bomb diffuser robot from the Simpsons movie that just shoots itself in the head.
I just bang! He directed that thing with the Colin Firth.
Colin Firth? I am almost 90% sure you mean Colin Farrell.
I think I do mean Colin Farrell. Fuck!
Did he do In Bruges? Or
he did In Bruges.
Because I knew an Irish guy did In Bruges. I was pretty sure it might have been him. Yeah, and he's doing that new one, the Banshee of My Balls, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so he did In Bruges, the Banshee of Inish, whatever the hell. 7 Psychopaths.
Yes, which I want to watch, but I don't know if it's good.
And he did 3 Billboards.
Oh yeah, that was what it was. I remember thinking it was such a random one for him to have directed. Maybe it's because Colin Farrell's not in it that I found it so bizarre that he'd...
Yeah, because I think Colin Farrell's in the other ones.
Yeah, he's in 7 Psychopaths, he's in Bruges, and he's in the new one.
But he wasn't on the 3 Billboards.
He wasn't in those 3. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he did the billboards.
Maybe he was on the 3rd billboard.
Yeah, maybe the 3rd billboard was him. Maybe the Colin Farrell were the billboards we saw along the way.
Sam Rockwell is in both 7 Psychopaths and 3 Billboards.
He's also in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990 as the kid who offers the children cigarettes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I have one last topic I want to shake out of my head. What's your opinion on, like... Okay, so recently on Netflix they released that Dahmer? How do you fucking pronounce that shit? Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. The Dahmer series. You got opinions on that? I know you haven't watched it, obviously.
Yeah, no, I won't. Imagine I watched that and I haven't watched all the actual TV shows I actually want to watch.
Yeah, you just
First of all, I've got some opinion on this. Now, I'm leaving the murder aspect out of it. Here's something I have an opinion on. I fucking hate this new model of, like, these binge-worthy, and I hate that phrase even, series that are coming out, and it's all anyone talks about for, like, 2 weeks, and you try and do anything, but, like, everyone's just like, yeah, but have you seen, like, Stranger Things? I'm like, I watched 3 episodes of the new Stranger Things season. I fucking could not care less about fucking Stranger Things. I'm so sick of that fucking TV show.
The one thing that annoyed me so fucking much, and you can definitely tell now that the show's on its 4th season, shit's predictable as fuck.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spoil Stranger Things, and I haven't even gotten to this part, but I asked someone about it because I was like, yeah, am I correct in this? And I'm not finishing the series, but am I correct in this? But like, they introduce a new kind of like greasy looking freak of a character, and I was like, he's dead. He's not surviving this season. And I asked someone who'd finished it, and he was like, yeah, no, he died. Just like Billy, except Billy was better because they introduced him with "Rock You Like a Hurricane," the best song to introduce any character. I think we talked about that on another video. It's the best way to introduce characters if you use "Rock You Like a Hurricane." Alright, it's a fact. It's just a fact of fucking nature.
Plus, I don't know why, but I like Billy a little bit more.
I like Billy way more.
He has way more personality.
He had 2 of the best character introductions ever. Alright? He made all those women coom in season 2, 3. And then in season 2 he had "Rock You Like a Hurricane." He was racist, maybe. Who cares? I thought he was a way more interesting character. I don't give a fuck about Eddie. Alright? He's just a weird little freak, and people think he's hot, even though he looks like a
But
goblin.
the thing that annoyed me so much was the two things like...
He's a Funko Pop character. That's what he is. He's just a fucking character with a unique, like a memorable design made to sell fucking Funko Pops. And I fucking hate that about Netflix. Like, just fucking... I don't know. Maybe try. I'm not saying there's not good things in Stranger Things. There is, but I just fucking really... Squid Games, there's another one, right? Here we go, Squid Games, with all those fucking Funko Pop characters as well, with their fucking green tracksuits.
They got the Funko Pops out of that for them so quick! Did you see?
Of course, because they're the most Funko Pop characters ever made, alright? Here's the thing. This is proof of... This was like my breaking point at one point. When I was in college one day, Squid Games was like at its peak of everyone's fucking talking about this. And I heard two people talking about it. And I was like, oh, Squid Games. And they were like, yeah. And I said, oh, I haven't seen it. And like, watching their eyes drop gave me more joy than watching any Squid Games did.
Is that why you're not watching the Sandman? Because you can hear my eyes drop. Like, oh.
They were... Maybe. No, because I want to watch that. But the funny thing is about Sandman, it's not having that... Stranger Things thing.
Don't... Like
and you know what's funny? It might not even get renewed. I hate to say it, but like, watch that be the one that doesn't get another season. But fucking Stranger Things can run for 5 million years. This isn't specifically targeted Stranger Things, but Stranger Things is like the big example.
But it's so strange that Netflix shows can, like, you see that random thing pop on Netflix. Like, that was me. I saw Squid Games and I'm like, huh, that's weird. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, and then suddenly,
everywhere.
You know what, as well, it was like that movie Bird Box, the Sandra Bullock movie. That was but apparently there was like bots making memes of that movie. So that it would become like people would check it out.
So what I'm hearing here is I need to get bots making memes of Sandman.
But it's like they probably don't want Sandman. Like Sandman doesn't have Sandra Bullock in it, so they want. They have things they want to be marketable, and Squid Games was that because it appealed to like. They wanted to look progressive for having a big Korean series.
I was gonna say something. The last thing I'll say.
Sorry, you were asking me about Dahmer.
Well, no, I'll double back to Dahmer, but even Squid Games.
Double back to that might be the name.
Double back to Dahmer, but fucking. Did you see Netflix is? They're doing a game show of Squid Game.
Oh my god, what a dumb pile of idiots.
Which is so funny because I haven't watched Squid Game, but the main plot of it is these bunch of greedy businessmen are like, oh, we'll get people to compete in this game or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I watched the first episode of Squid Game and I couldn't get into it. And then I couldn't talk to anyone for the next 2 weeks because everyone was talking about Squid Game. Same with all the Disney Plus TV shows. Now, they're not as bad, especially at the minute. Maybe it's because I'm not like going outside to speak to people. But I remember when they were first out, like when WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were on specifically. I remember every time I sat down in college, but they were the first of their kind, I suppose. But every time I sat down in college, everyone was talking about them. I was like, I fucking do not care at all. But I felt like I was trapped in these conversations. And I watched all of WandaVision for some reason. And I watched half of...
Well, to be fair, I think WandaVision was the one that had the most interesting premise.
Yeah. And then it just fell off on episode 4. Fuck me, I've never felt all the enthusiasm from me drained so quickly.
Well, speaking of... Back to Dahmer.
Back to Dahmer. Let's get back to murder real quick.
Back to murder. Where was I going with it? I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, did you see the tweet Netflix made about Dahmer?
No.
It was like this weird, oh snap, he went back. I don't know. It was just like, okay.
Jeffrey Dahmer like a child murderer and potentially molester as well.
Not sure about the child murder angle.
I'm almost certain he killed kids. Didn't he?
No, he did. I think he did kill kids. You're right, but he also killed like
women.
Women. I think he.
What was the one? Now I know this isn't who I'm thinking of. I know Jeffrey Dahmer isn't this. What was the clown? John Wayne Gacy. That's who I'm thinking of. He killed a lot of kids. Yeah. But I think Dahmer also killed kids.
He killed kids. I know he killed a lot of Black American kids.
Yeah, he was the
That was the main. Yeah, he was. That was the main heart of the story. because I know the clip they revealed is that like this guy was, the clip was the guy escaped from his apartment and was bleeding, and there's a bunch of people were with him, and the police brought him back to Dahmer's apartment.
I just find it so tasteless. I don't know. It's so weird. Like the Netflix model for these kinds of things. But the thing with Making a Murderer and Tiger King, right? They're two I want to talk about for a minute. Now, I have no real opinion on Dahmer. I haven't really seen anything of it. It is kind of weird. They're kind of seeming to be making him hot, which is kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's most murderers and that stuff.
Zac Efron. Although, to be fair, with Ted Bundy, his whole thing was that he was like charming and hot.
True.
For a serial killer, by the way, because if you look at him, first of all, they should have cut Glenn Howerton because he looks like Ted Bundy. Yeah. But he's hot for a serial killer, but he's not really hot. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm not talking about how hot serial killers are. The point I'm making is the whole thing with like Making a Murderer and Tiger King, especially Making a Murderer, but Tiger King to an extent because there was like suicides and death involved in that. But it's just, to me, it's so sleazy. It's like we're gonna make this like cliffhanger episodes about real
Well, I suppose
human
the only
lives.
good thing about Netflix is they release it all at once, kind of.
Yeah, but even still, like the whole binge thing of that, like they want you to watch it all at once because, and then they'll end episodes of like, oh, I have to know what happens next. But these are like real people, like people fucking got murdered, you know? Like it's like, what was the other one? I don't know if it was a full. I think it might have been a series, but there was ones about like this. There's this one called "I Love You Now Die," and it was this girl who basically manipulated this depressed guy into killing himself. Now I don't know if it was a series or not, but basically, I don't know. It was a similar model, and I just find it so weird. Like to me, a crime documentary is in and of itself, it's fine if it's like an informative thing, or even like a dramatization of a murder thing. Can be fun, a murder thing.
There's
like
so
Zodiac
much we can.
Was really well, but there's something kind of like sensational. Like, do you remember the trailer came out for that Ted Bundy Zac Efron movie? That makes it sound like they're teaming up in the movie. You know what I mean? What was it called? It was like the incredibly fucking shocking and he's so bad and whatever. It was a really long title. But I remember the trailer came out for that, and it was like fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the way they cut it together. Yeah. Which is another kind of weird thing we could talk about if you want to talk about murder.
I mean, David, I don't want to stop your flow, but we are.
Oh, I'm going off. This is way too long.
We're on 57 minutes, and the timer.
Right, you know what? Let's have a murder special next time. All right.
Next time, murder special.
In short, though, I find it a little bit sleazy. All the like Netflix, and I hate most Netflix TV shows.
We need to remember to do this because I was talking to people about.
Topic, actually.
There's so much about Netflix and that kind of stuff because I know people were talking about. Did you hear all the stuff that's going to happen in Blondie?
Oh, what is it? I think so. Is that a Netflix one? Yeah.
It's a Netflix flick, yep.
I find it weird though, like, okay, let's not, I think this is a very interesting topic we could potentially discuss later, because there's some okay. We're
gonna love the people and leave the people with the promise that we're gonna.
There was no theme to this episode, really. We kind of went all over the place.
Well, shit. That was the theme.
Well, shit.
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 Well, no, I think you just bared all. You exposed yourself.
Yeah. David exposed.
Yeah. But yeah, David, once again, thank you for joining me for Turtle Talk.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
We're gonna do another one.
Host.
Because I saw, it's strange how we start with these funny little stories, and then we get so deep.
It's literally like, you know the domino thing, you know that meme with the domino, it's like one little domino and then the huge one at the end. It's like the little domino is us talking about Lego, and the big domino is us having existential discussions about murder and what it means to be a human being.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're gonna start with we're gonna start with the big domino next time.
Yeah, and then we're gonna finish talking about why farts smell good sometimes. You ever do that? You ever fart in your duvet and then lift it up over your head and smell it?
Oh, it's like that. I can't even.
Smelliest duvet.
John Mulaney, what a guy.
Oh, John Mulaney. I love John.
Love John.
Love that John guy.
Me and you love John.
We do. Hey.
Yeah.
John Mulaney. What a guy.
What a guy. Right,
That's my final message.
we're near 60 minutes, so we best head
Gone in
off.
6 minutes. Yeah, guys, it's been real. Go
It's been
watch
real.
John Mulaney.
Yeah, don't watch any murder
Don't watch
things.
Murder. Watch John Mulaney.
Yeah. Unless John Mulaney is murder. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. No.